what is up, gamers? I did it. I said the thing. This is really weird. You'd think there would just be a number that would tell me how many people are like watching, but there would appear not to be that number. This is the game, Diagram Reading. This is probably what I consider my favorite of my jam titles. I have done 15 game jams, which is far too many. The problem is that every time I do a game jam, I make it and then I just leave it. I don't come back to it. I'm like, it's done, it's there, fine. About 3 years ago, I think, just before I came to university. So about 3 years and about 4 months ago. So yeah, let's go into it. So is that better? Can you hear me over the thing? Okay, cool. So yeah, this is the game. It is a very simple. You walk around, you do collectibles. Not perfect. Oh yeah, and then that's the special mechanic, is that the entire game rotates every now and then. And like, already there's like a problem with this game in the sense that it is very slow to start. Like, it takes forever for the difficulty to actually ramp up. The hardest part of the game is pretty much in like the last 60 seconds out of the 5 minutes. Okay, we're fine. We're right side up, which is great. 10. Oh Jesus, no! No! Oh my god, I died before 6 seconds left. So there you go. That's the game. Okay, so this is the Unity project. I've already loaded up and imported it into the new Unity, and luckily nothing broke except for like a bunch of stuff. So yeah, you can see this weird. There's no wall run, the wall slide even thing, and also the the lasers are like a little bit out. It's very strange. So this is the player movement script. This thing does so much more than movement. I did this with every single one of my projects back then. I would call it player movement, and then I would end up doing half the game on this. I mean, now I have game controllers, so I'll have something separate from the player that secretly controls everything. But I have not done that. There are two scripts. I mean, there aren't 2 scripts. There are probably a few more than that. The camera spawns the lasers, and the player handles the entire game, including how many lives you have and whatnot, into the scripts. So, and then I have to switch to the coding window. Okay, so this is a big boy. It's very big. There's entire sections that I just thought, nah, that's useless. And this is all in the update function. I'm assuming I didn't use the fixed updates function at all. No, I did not. That's like one of the big things that I feel like I've made a mistake in all of my games. Unity works on 2 loops. It works on quite a few loops. But like the main loops are update, which updates every single frame. So every single time something needs to be drawn to the screen, more or less, it will run this function, this really big function. And it will run this on every single object. And then there's a thing called fixed update. Fixed update is what essentially, because the physics system doesn't update every single frame, it updates every set amount of time, which is usually I think 0.02 seconds. It obviously needs to run on a separate loop, but that means that all of the collisions, figuring out when something overlaps something else, or when certain things are being hit, all of the collisions work on a separate loop as well. Oh my god. Oh, so that's how I accelerated. But I didn't. There's no delta time. Oh, this is gonna be a mess. See, then when I started making my tutorials, first thing I was like, I don't want to have to watch someone code for like really slowly, and that's exactly what I've become. So, okay, so that's grounded. That's good. So now you can jump. And it's still working just normal, and then it would appear I am printing something to the console. I don't know what it means. But yeah, this definitely needs to be made a variable. Boop. Oh, I call it, oh god, I've got game object and game finder, game tag. You know what, we're just gonna leave this in there because we live and let learn. That's not how the phrase goes, but we do it anyway. Yeah, this is relatively like clever, honestly. It's one of those things. I was like, yeah, no, this makes sense. And then I think this one, yeah, it's the same thing. It's the full animation, as it were. Yeah, it takes from the inverse sprites. This is good. This is pretty strong code, apart from the fact that I'm getting component. I didn't even notice that. That's awful. Get component. SpriteRenderer, because I used to think it was just like, oh yeah, you just get a component, like it's right there, right? And it's like, no, it's so inefficient. Oh hey, yeah, look at that. That's not in the version that I just played. It's not doing any of the things. Is there an animation controller? This is insane. I must have started making this and then not finished it, and that's why they're broken. Player, sprite. Hey! Okay, screw it. Let's implement finishing a feature that I started 3 years ago. And we're gonna find it. Oh my god. No, I have not. There's no way. Oh my god, I've just been on code that whole time. Oh, I'm so sorry. This should not be 4 anymore, this should be 5. Oh my god. Oh, I wasn't setting in the right place. Who knew? No. Never. Dankeschön. Niet. Non? Yeah, that's this. I think the Spanish word's also non. That's better. Look at that. That is actually... it's like, it looks even so much better now. I think I'll make it so it's definitely going like upward. Yeah, and then it kind of breaks when it does that. I'm aware that the index was outside of the bounds of the array. Wait, no, I'm not. If I don't have the invincible, which I don't think I do, I can't think of a way of doing it without redoing all the animations, which I'm not going to do on stream, because that would be painstakingly boring. I was going to write a shader for it. I could write a shader for that. A shader. I don't know why it took so long for me to figure out. Oh, and then we need to figure out what the file type is. Okay. It's just .shader. Okay, I have a terrible feeling this is not going to work at all, but give it a go, right? What's the worst that can happen? Maybe a lot of things, but... if you want to see, he turns into a little pink guy. That is... I mean, that is actually, like, an invert shader, so there you go. I just taught you how to make that, but at the same time, that is not... That's not what you want. How are we going to do this? I don't want to do this off stream. I want to figure this out right here, you know, because if I figure this out, then you get to see into my brilliance, of which there is very little. Hello. Alright, I think I've got it. I think I've actually got it. It's a bit risque. To the point where... Oh, wait, no. I got it. I've actually got it. Okay. It's a lot between the outline color, yes, and the base color. But it's going to be the distance. This is so hard. I want the difference between the color and the outline color to be 0. This is such a bad way of doing it, but I think it might just work. So that way when it's 0 it's 1, and only at 0 is it 1. Anything else gets replaced with the base color. Or wait, no, anything else. Yeah, anything else gets replaced with the outline color, which will be all the base color. Geniuses, we can literally just do that. That's the base color. That's the outline color. That's actually I came into this being like, I'm gonna go to my old code and I'm gonna point at it and laugh and be like, this is stupid. This is the stupidest code I've ever seen. And it's dumb and no one likes it. And I've honestly just added the dumbest code. But it saves so much time. I don't have to ever worry about making all this new animation. I can delete half the sprites in this thing. And I can go straight. These whole inverted. Oh my days! You haven't even seen it. You haven't even seen it. There you go. Are you ready? Are you ready to see it now? You better be heckin' ready to see it, because it's gonna be a wild one. It works. It's a good thing we still got the sprite renderer, because what we're gonna do instead now is sprite.material dot set float invert. And will more or less completely and totally work. Really quick implementation of Kodi time. Time since grounded, and we'll make it public, because I like having all my settings. Public float. That's how you spell coyote? Coyote. We don't have coyotes in Britain, so it's amazing. Like some of these things that I was like, oh, it's just like a bug that has been in my brain for the better part of 3 years now. You know, whenever I've gone back and replayed this game, this is the main game that I do go back and replay, because I'm just so damn proud of it. But this is the one that I genuinely think, you know, it's just weird. It's like, oh, it was a bug, and I'm always like, oh, I should go back and fix that, and I'm like, nah, it's fine, like, leave it as is. And now I'm coming back and I'm realizing, oh, I could have fixed that with 2 lines. Why didn't I just do this when I released it? And like, people did enjoy the game when it came out. It wasn't like as well received as the one I had before it, but people liked it. I had a few YouTube videos made out of it, which was really cool. They were just like part of the collections of the jam. And then one person I always remember was like, he just went, I'm really glad I played this one. And I'm like, damn, you didn't say that about any of the other ones. Oh wait, I should have taken a hit there, because I'd have to play this for ages, and I'm gonna head off now. Hey, it fixed itself. Yeah, no, Daikon Riden. It's I honestly, like, I did entomology on it, so I looked at it's Japanese, because it's the lore behind it is it's from like an old Japanese developer, because Game Boy, but I could not tell you what it actually translated to, because that was 3 years ago. I know it's not future, because that's Mirai. I want to say it's something like Infinity Gauntlet or something along the likes. This was really interesting. I think this would be really cool to edit down and put it into a video. And for those of you, I don't have a picture or anything, so in this instance, like, shout out to Zas_ best Twitch user who came to view it. I did have some friends earlier, but they all had to go, so thank you for sticking around. And if you feel absolutely heart-wrenched because you didn't get to see it, then I guess you'll have to check in next time, which will be at an undisclosed time, because I cannot be asked. So have a lovely day, and bid you farewell. Oh.